What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you about whether or not silver is a waste of time, a waste of money, or a waste of space. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive silver content. And if you want to support this channel, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. We got t-shirts and hoodies and a bunch of gear that's raising funds for different charity organizations. It can all be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, but I want to talk about silver today, and more specifically, I wanted to pretty much counter some of the objections I've come across while having conversations with different people about silver. Now, this isn't necessarily something that I would use as an argument because, to be honest with you, I don't really care enough to argue with people. If people don't believe in silver, if people don't want to stack silver, then they don't have to. It really does not matter to me. However, I thought that this would be a pretty interesting video. Maybe somebody who's having a conversation with somebody who's completely anti-silver, anti-precious metal for whatever reason, maybe they could just send them this video so they don't have to waste their time talking to them. But I want to talk about whether or not silver is a waste of time, a waste of money, and a waste of space. So number one, let's go over whether or not silver is a waste of time. Number one, it doesn't really take very much time to stack silver. Sure, it's a little bit of a waiting game, but so is saving up money for a brand new car, sticking money in the bank, waiting it out, letting a couple weeks go by, letting a couple months go by, maybe even letting a couple years go by, save up that cash so that you can then spend it on a brand new car or a down payment for a house or whatever the case may be. In my opinion, and from my own personal experience, that takes a lot of time. And when it comes to silver, it's really no different. Silver, at the end of the day, what a vast majority of us are doing are saving money. Sure, it's a little bit different of a way of saving money than a lot of people are used to. A lot of people are used to working, getting their check, putting it in the bank, then going back to work to make more money so that they can put more of it in the bank. Us, on the other hand, it's not really all that much different. We're not saving money all that differently, except instead of putting it in the bank, we're putting it into silver, and instead of storing it there, we're storing it in our houses or somewhere in a safe or whatever the case may be. It's really not all that different. And to be honest with you, the amount of time it takes to stack silver, like, for example, going to a coin shop and picking up a couple coins or a bar or whatever, isn't really much longer than going to the store and picking up some food and leaving. Or if you're gonna order some silver online from an online storefront precious metal dealer, it doesn't take very much time. It's no different than ordering literally anything else in the world off of eBay or Amazon or something like that. And in a matter of clicks, and then a couple of days, it's delivered right to your door. So it doesn't take a lot of time. Sure, it's a little bit of a waiting game, but at the end of the day, all we're doing is saving our money. So in what world is saving money a waste of time? Next point, whether or not silver is a waste of money. Now, this kind of argues itself in a way, because at the end of the day, silver is money. Silver is a worldwide recognized currency, and unlike the dollar bill, silver is recognized, respected, and accepted everywhere. Nearly every single country accepts silver and gold, or is willing to buy silver and gold from you. The dollar bill, on the other hand, if you go on over to Canada or Mexico or Finland or any random country anywhere with United States paper, fiat, glorified IOU dollars, they're going to laugh at you if you try to pay for something with it. Silver, on the other hand, is worth something everywhere. So is it a waste of money? No. because it is money. From my perspective, I don't view it as buying silver. I don't view it as purchasing silver or spending my money on silver. All I'm doing is converting dollars into ounces, paper into metal, debt into wealth, if that makes sense. So no, it's not a waste of money. You could very easily go on back over to a coin shop and convert the silver back into dollars, the same way you went over to a coin shop and converted those dollars into silver. It's no different. It's just as easy to undo as it was to do. So no, it's not a waste of money. It is money. If you were to, let's just say, take a trip over to Canada, convert some of those US dollars into Canadian dollars, was that a waste of money? No. It was converting one type of currency into another. Converting one thing into another, and then when you come back, you can reconvert it for the same amount. So no, silver is absolutely not a waste of money, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want to tell anybody that they should be stacking silver or what they should be getting or what they should be doing. You could all do whatever you want to do. Now finally, is silver a waste of space? Once again, in my opinion, absolutely not. And the reason for that is because, number one, it doesn't take up very much space. I mean, sure, it takes up more space than if you were to stack dollar bills. If you were to, have a safe or something absolutely packed with cash, sure, silver takes up a little bit more space, and sure, it weighs quite a bit more than paper does. However, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't take up very much space. I mean, this is 20 ounces of silver right here, a couple $100 stored in this little tube right here. Now, I know this multiplied by 10 or 100 or 1,000 will take up quite a bit of space. But the way I see it, over time, after years and years and years and years and years, maybe even decades and decades and decades of stacking silver, if it ever gets to the point where you feel like you're running out of room for your silver, number one, I just want to let you know that it's a very good problem to have. Running out of room for all that money, it's hard to complain about. Small problem to have. And number two, if it ever gets to that point, an unimaginable amount of silver, you could very easily go on over to a coin shop and convert some of that silver into gold to save room. I mean, when it comes to silver, it takes about maybe 85 of these, give or take, to equal 1 troy ounce of gold. And by the way, an ounce of gold is a little bit smaller than an ounce of silver because they weigh different amounts. So you can take maybe about 4 of these big tubes and a couple extra ounces of silver. 4 of these big tubes and convert it into a piece of gold that's smaller than this piece of silver. So no, it doesn't take up much room. You can convert it into something smaller. It doesn't take up much time because it's just as easy to order as it is to order anything else in the world. And no, it's not a waste of money because it is money. So maybe this video could be sent around to people who, for some strange reason, have negative things to say about silver. I don't know why. If you don't want to stack it, just don't stack it. Just go back to, or stick to stacking cash. I promise you, none of us care. Do what you want to do with your own money. Doesn't matter to us. I don't know why this matters to you. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe for new videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive silver content. And if you want to support this channel the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies, and a bunch of gear that's raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. It can all be found by clicking the first link in the description. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments. What do you think about everything that I talked about today? Have you ever come across somebody who said that silver is a waste of time, or a waste of money, or a waste of space, or a waste of something else maybe? Let me know what your response would be, and also let me know if you're going to be sending this video to people who maybe have something negative to say to you about silver. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.